This is the front of the house in the south of France. It's in a small farming village of around 1,000 people. The house needs a lot of renovations. Hopefully I can do all of the renovations on my own over the next few years, but we'll see. There are quite a lot of rooms in this house, so let's use a map of each floor and highlight the area that I'm showing you. When you enter through the front door, you start in a vestibule. Looking back at the front door stained glass from the inside, you can see that it's quite 60s looking, and not really in keeping with the age of the house. So I'm going to replace this with something more in keeping and use the stained glass somewhere else. This vestibule then leads into the ground floor hallway. This floor has some nice original tiles, which hopefully I can get to restoring soon. The stairs for all 3 floors are located midway on the right side of the hallway. At the back of the hallway, there's another vestibule, which has a small marble sink and a shelf. That's very interesting. Let's take a look at the living room, which is located at the front of the house. This room was a major reason for purchasing the house. It's not for the marble floors because I don't think they're original. It was the detail on this marble fireplace that left me in awe and will be the inspiration for the decoration of this room in the future. The next room is the dining room. It has a really interesting tile floor. It has a kind of a cool logo in the center, and it has a pattern of grapevines that run around the border. I think this house was built by the owner of the vineyard in the area, so having grapevines would make sense. The next room to take a look at is the kitchen. It has a doorway connecting to the dining room and also has many original features. The floor tiles in the kitchen appear to be original, but they're very uneven, so what I'm going to do is remove them and relay them at a later date. Another feature in this room that I love is the lamp in the center. I'm going to take it down, clean it up, and restore it to its original beauty. Another original feature looks to be this marble sink in the corner. It looks like it's cut from one piece, and it looks like the type of marble that's native to this area. I also like this porthole window that's on the side of the sink. Needs a lot of work. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but hopefully I can do something that makes it look a little cooler. The next room to take a look at is the den. Eventually I plan on installing some French doors between the den and the sunroom. Unfortunately, self-leveling cement has been covered over all these tiles in this room, but hopefully I can take them up and restore them and get rid of the cement. But we'll see. After passing through the den, you end up in what will be the sunroom overlooking a pool. In this room, I hope to raise the ceiling and add roof windows. Where the large 60s window currently is, I would like to add French doors of some type that can be opened to view the pool. At the far end of the room, I intend to add a small powder room and perhaps a bar, as this will hopefully be used for entertaining guests. The final room on this floor is what was once the summer kitchen, and will most likely be used as a craft workshop in the future. In this room, I would like to add 1 or 2 roof windows and replace the block glass window with something a little more in keeping. Next, let's step out into the back garden. As you can tell, the back garden is very overgrown and needs a lot of work. On the left, there is a large garage. In the middle, there is a fountain, and at the back, there's a greenhouse. There is also a well and an outhouse at the back, which I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with yet. The fountain sits pretty much center of the garden. Let's take a look at it. I think what I'm going to do to restore this fountain is to house all the pumps inside of the garage and add a 3-tiered type fountain in the middle of it to make it cascade down and look kind of cool. Let's take a look at where I intend to put a pool. I'm looking to put a pool here, outside of the sunroom, around where all the bushes are. Unfortunately, in this area, they've planted trees far too close together. I really love the trees in this garden. However, both trees are looking like they're suffering because they've been planted so close together. There's also a really big bay bush in the back that has grown massive, so much so that it's lifted up and damaged the greenhouse. We have a couple of arbors in the garden, one in front of the garage and one running towards the back of the garden on one side. Both of the arbors are metal. The one in front of the garage requires some straightening and the addition and replacement of some metal wires to hold the plants up. The arbor running to the back of the garden looks like a tree has fallen onto it. I have the missing pieces in the garage, but it's going to take a lot more work to repair it. Let's take a look at the greenhouse, which is at the back of the garden. Although you can't see it from these photos, the right side of the greenhouse has been lifted from the roots from the bay tree planted too closely. It has also lifted the floor inside, and so the floor will have to be removed and replaced. There are also many broken panes of glass to repair. The repairs for the greenhouse lie pretty far down on the list of things to do though. The next building to look at is the garage and the pool pump room. It is on the left side of the garden. The garage, which is quite large, has had a corner partitioned off, with its own entrance that I hope to house the pool equipment. It can also be accessed via the road running behind the property through large sliding doors. There is also a ladder leading up to a loft area that will be good for storage or possibly conversion in the future. Now let's head back inside and head up to the first floor. After taking the stairwell up to the first floor, we end up in a large hallway. At the end of this hallway, at the back of the house, is a small powder room, which I plan on converting to a laundry room. Beside what will be the laundry room, you'll find the master bedroom. The master bedroom has a clothes closet with a water heater in it for the whole house. I plan on moving it to the top floor to free up some space. The master bedroom also has a very brown ensuite shower sink room, but with no toilet. I plan on gutting it and reconfiguring it to include a shower, toilet, and sink. Unfortunately, the floor in this room has sagged a lot in the middle. I think it's because they moved the fireplace forward at some point and added a wall. It's just too much weight brought towards the center of the room, so I plan on jacking it up and reinforcing the floor at some point from underneath. This room also has what's probably my second favorite fireplace in the whole house. Next, let's take a look at the second bedroom on the first floor. This bedroom is possibly one of the largest in the house. It has a hidden closet in the back corner. Other than some electrical upgrades and decoration, there's not much I plan on doing in here. The third bedroom on this floor is also located at the front of the house. This bedroom has two sets of closets, one on each side of the fireplace. As with the last bedroom, I plan on upgrading the electrics and decorating. The wallpaper on the ceiling is certainly pretty snazzy, but this isn't the worst room in the house. Let's take a look at a room that was originally a small bedroom, but I'm going to convert it to a bathroom. Before adding a bathtub, shower, sink, and toilet, I plan on lifting this floor. This will allow me to use the tiles in other places that require repairs and give me access so I can put in pipe and plumbing. Also at the front of the house on this floor, I'm going to use this little room and make an office. Upgrade some electrics, do some decorating, and it should be good for a bookcase and a desk. Now let's head up to the top floor and take a look at the hallway. On the way up the stairs, you can see there's a roof light that allows in a lot of natural light, but does need some repairs. This top floor hallway has an oil heater and a ladder that leads to a pigeon area at the top of the house. I intend to remove the heater and eventually add a metal circular staircase that will lead up to the pigeon area. It will be a cool place to look at the stars and the mountains in the distance. Next, let's take a look at the fourth bedroom in the house. This bedroom stands out with the amount of wood in the room. Not sure if I'm going to keep it that color, but it is definitely interesting. This bedroom currently has a sink in it. What I'd like to do is use this area to create a small ensuite with a toilet, sink, and shower. Let's take a look at the fifth bedroom, which is also in the front of the house. The bedroom is a large size and it has a cupboard towards the far end of the room. It's not the most exciting room, but it's really just going to need some electrical work and some decorating. Similar to the first floor, I'm going to use a small room at the front as an office. With a bit of decorating and electrical work, it'll be good to go. The sixth bedroom, which is at the back of the house, is probably the smallest. This bedroom has a closet to one side, and even though it's a bit small, has an amazing view out the back. Let's take a look at the final and seventh bedroom. I hope to use this room as a video games room with perhaps a pull-out couch in case there's extra guests. As far as decorating goes, this room is probably the worst. They've wallpapered the ceiling, the walls, the doors, and they've managed to put down a really ugly looking vinyl flooring. The final room in the house to show is the top floor bathroom. I like the archway in this bathroom and might try to keep it, but I'm intending to move things around in here. Swap the toilet for the shower and swap the sink location possibly for a freestanding soaker tub. This will probably be the last bathroom completed, so I'll have some time to make up my mind. I hope you enjoyed the look around this house and would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel and follow my progress on this journey. I would love to hear your thoughts and suggestions as well. Thanks for watching.